Fans cried over this heartbreaking news. For decades, Bradley Walsh has been the beating heart of British television, a man whose laughter, warmth, and quick wit have made millions smile across the nation. From his early days on Coronation Street to his unforgettable hosting of The Chase, Bradley has become more than a presenter. He's family to so many viewers. Always cheerful, always full of life. A man who can light up a room with nothing more than his grin. And beside him, through every chapter of his remarkable journey, has been one woman, his devoted wife, Donna Derby. Their love story has long been admired. Two people who seem to have found in each other a kind of quiet, lasting happiness rarely seen in showbiz. But this week, heartbreaking news has left fans across Britain shaken to their core. Bradley Walsh, the nation's favorite entertainer, was rushed to hospital after a sudden and terrifying medical emergency. And according to those closest to the family, what he whispered to Donna just before being taken into intensive care has left everyone in tears. It had been an ordinary evening at the Walsh home, filled with laughter, warmth, and the simple joys of a couple who have weathered life's storms together. Bradley had been filming earlier that day, wrapping up another lively episode of The Chase. Colleagues say he was in fine spirits, joking with the crew, posing for selfies, and promising to see them all next week. But when he got home, Donna noticed something unusual. At first, it was just a moment, a hesitation in his step, a brief look of discomfort. Bradley, ever the strong one, brushed it off. "I'm just tired, love," he told her, with that familiar grin. But within the hour, things began to change. His face grew pale, his breathing shallow, and that sparkle, that unmistakable energy that defines Bradley Walsh, began to fade before her eyes. Donna, sensing something was terribly wrong, immediately called emergency services. Those closest to the family say she stayed calm, her voice trembling, but her resolve unwavering. When paramedics arrived, Bradley was struggling to stay conscious. As they prepared to take him to the ambulance, Donna held his hand tightly. And in that moment, one that witnesses say was both devastating and deeply moving, Bradley looked into her eyes and whispered words she will never forget. "Don't cry, love. You've given me the best life I could ever have dreamed of." Those nearby say Donna broke down, clutching his hand until the ambulance doors closed. At the hospital, things escalated quickly. Doctors immediately rushed Bradley into the intensive care unit. Machines beeped steadily as a team of specialists worked to stabilize him. Outside the ward, Donna waited, surrounded by a few close friends and family members. She didn't speak much. She didn't move from her chair. Her entire focus was on one thing, hoping, praying that the man she loved would pull through. Hospital staff say she remained composed, even as tears occasionally filled her eyes. She was quiet, dignified, one nurse shared. But you could see the heartbreak in her face. She never stopped whispering his name. To understand why this moment hit fans so deeply, you have to know who Bradley and Donna really are. They met decades ago, long before The Chase, long before the fame and the red carpets. Bradley was still carving out his path as an entertainer, and Donna, a talented dancer and choreographer, was already making her mark in the world of performance. Their connection was instant. He once said in an interview, "I knew right away. She had this grace about her. She made me want to be a better man." Over the years, they built not just a marriage, but a partnership, one grounded in laughter, respect, and quiet devotion. Through every up and down, Donna stood by his side. When Bradley faced exhaustion and burnout during his early career, it was Donna who encouraged him to take time for himself. When fame arrived, she kept him grounded, reminding him that the best moments in life aren't lived on TV screens, but in the quiet evenings at home, together. Friends say they rarely spent a day apart. And even after more than 30 years of marriage, Bradley still called her his best mate. When the news broke, social media exploded with shock and sorrow. Hashtag Pray for Bradley began trending within minutes. Fans from across the UK, from Glasgow to Brighton, flooded platforms with messages of love and support. "Bradley Walsh has brought joy to my family for years," one viewer wrote. "He deserves all the strength in the world right now." Another added, "Thinking of Bradley and Donna tonight. That kind of love is rare. I hope he pulls through." Even fellow stars sent heartfelt messages. Mark Lavitt, The Chase's own beast, posted, "Sending every good wish to my friend and brother Bradley. The show isn't the same without you, mate." Anne Hegarty, who has known Bradley for years, wrote simply, "Stay strong, Brad. We all love you." Inside the hospital, medical staff worked tirelessly through the night. Though the family has not released official details about his condition, insiders say it was serious enough to bring loved ones to tears. At one point, doctors allowed Donna to see him. She reportedly sat beside his bed, holding his hand, whispering softly, words only he could hear. "Come back to me, Brad. Don't leave me yet." Those who saw them said it was a moment that left even the nurses emotional. Despite the uncertainty, Donna remained calm, her quiet strength inspiring everyone around her. She never once complained, one hospital worker shared. She just kept saying thank you to every nurse, every doctor. She said, "I know he's in the best hands." As the hours passed, memories flooded Donna's mind. The first time she saw him perform on stage, their wedding day, full of laughter and friends, their son Barney's first steps, and of course, those unforgettable father-son adventures on Breaking Dad. Those shows, loved by millions, weren't just entertainment. They were a reflection of Bradley's real heart, a man devoted to family, who cherished every moment. Fans often said that Breaking Dad showed the true Bradley, not just the entertainer, but the father, the husband, the friend. And in those hospital halls, Donna clung to that thought, that same warmth that had defined their entire life together. After hours that felt like days, doctors emerged with cautious optimism. Bradley was stable, still under observation, but responsive. When Donna was allowed back into the room, she smiled for the first time in hours. His eyes flickered open. He looked at her weakly, managing a small grin. And in that quiet, fragile moment, Bradley whispered, "Told you I'm not that easy to get rid of." Donna laughed through her tears, holding his hand tighter than ever. It wasn't just relief, it was gratitude. Gratitude for time, for love, for one more moment together. As word of his improvement spread, messages of joy poured in from across the country. But for Bradley, those hours had changed something. Friends say he spoke with deep reflection afterwards, grateful, humbled, and more determined than ever to slow down and appreciate the simple things. He told one close friend, "You never think it'll be you. You think you'll just keep going, another show, another laugh. But when you're lying there, you realize the only thing that really matters is who's holding your hand." Those words, simple yet profound, have touched millions. Because Bradley Walsh's story isn't just one of survival. It's a reminder to every one of us that life is fragile, love is everything, and gratitude is what keeps us going. If this story touched your heart as much as it did ours, please take a moment to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and share your own thoughts and prayers for Bradley Walsh and Donna Derby in the comments below. Your words of support truly matter. Because in moments like these, it isn't about fame or shows or success. It's about people, about love, about holding on to what truly matters most. Stay kind, stay grateful, and hold your loved ones close tonight.